What if I told you that every time you procrastinate, you're actually teaching your brain to procrastinate even better tomorrow? Sounds like a plot twist nobody wants, right? But here's the silver lining. Scientists have found out that the very brain pathways trapping you into that endless scrolling or task dodging can be flipped. You can train your brain to crave productivity instead of distractions. You want to learn more? Well, buckle up, because today we're diving into neuroscience-backed tricks from NLP, mindfulness, and visualization that successful people use to rewire their brains for getting things done. Hi, I'm Wil Dieck, college professor and longtime martial artist. And today we're talking about how to quit procrastinating forever with brain hacks that actually work. Ever felt like your brain is your own worst enemy when it comes to starting that important project? Well, that's because your limbic system, your brain's emotional alarm, sees work as a threat. It screams danger at the sight of that report or presentation, even though you know it needs to get done. It's like having a panicked toddler grab the steering wheel from a responsible adult who just wants to drive safely. The toddler wants comfort right now, even if it means crashing later. Every time you choose Netflix over work, you're strengthening those avoidance brain pathways. Your brain learns that dodging tasks feels good, so it gets better at finding excuses to avoid them. It's like training yourself to procrastinate like a pro. Imagine this battle inside your head. Your emotional center throwing a tantrum for instant comfort while your logical mind tries to reason with it. And guess who wins? Yep, emotions are faster and louder than logic. Scientists call this temporal discounting. Your brain values immediate rewards like Instagram likes way more than future ones like finishing that project. The problem? The future reward feels kind of imaginary compared to the real-time dopamine hits from scrolling. And here's something really wild. Chronic procrastination can actually shrink the gray matter in areas responsible for making good decisions. So the more you procrastinate, the harder it gets to focus. But don't worry, this same wiring can be flipped to work for you. Avoiding tasks feels good at first because you escape discomfort, but stress hormones like cortisol spike behind the scenes. That stress messes with your focus and memory, making everything feel more overwhelming. A vicious cycle that makes procrastination a tough habit to break. The good news? Awareness is power. Knowing these patterns exist means you can start rewiring your brain to crave productivity instead of avoidance. Neurolinguistic programming, or NLP, might sound like a fancy jargon, but it's really about hacking your brain's shortcuts to make productivity automatic. You don't need willpower. You just need the right mental tricks. One of my favorite NLP tools is anchoring. Think back to a time when you were totally focused and productive. Feel that state in your body. Now pick a unique gesture like touching your thumb to your ring finger. While feeling that focus, do the gesture and hold it for about 10 seconds. Your brain links that gesture with that productive feeling. Do this 5 more times over the next few days, and that's when you naturally feel focused. Soon enough, when it's time to work, just do this gesture and boom, your brain flips into focus mode like magic. Now there's also reframing, turning I have to write this boring report into I get to showcase my expertise and help my team succeed. Suddenly, the task isn't a threat but an opportunity. Your limbic system stops throwing tantrums and starts cheering you on. Now, future pacing is another cool one. Mentally rehearse success in vivid detail so your subconscious prepares for victory instead of failure. Big projects, break them down into tiny steps. Instead of write a 20-page report, say, write 1 paragraph about market trends. Your brain sees a molehill instead of Mount Everest it has to climb and thanks itself later. But wait, there's more. Mindfulness meditation physically grows parts of your brain tied to focus and decision making. This isn't just feel-good stuff. Brain scans actually show structural changes after consistent practice. Think of mindfulness as lifting weights for your brain, except instead of bulging biceps, you get unshakable attention and emotional control. Try a quick breathing exercise when stress hits. Breathe in for 4 counts, hold for 6, then exhale for 8. It calms your nervous system instantly and tells your brain to chill instead of panic about that spreadsheet. Mindfulness also teaches you to notice distractions without freaking out and gently bringing your attention back to where you want it. It creates space between impulse and action so you can choose not to grab your phone when work gets tough. Visualization during meditation helps too. Picture yourself sitting down, opening your laptop, and diving into work with total focus. Make it so real your brain starts expecting it instead of dreading it. Just 10 minutes of daily mindfulness practice can start thickening your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for self-control, within weeks. And body scans twice a week and visualizations 3 times a week. Now you've got yourself a productivity upgrade plan. So here's the deal. Procrastination isn't a permanent condition. It's just a habit formed by well-worn brain pathways. With these tools, you can build new superhighways that make getting stuff done feel natural. Just pick one technique today. Maybe anchor your focus or try that breathing exercise and watch how your brain starts rewiring itself in just a few weeks. You're not broken. You just need to work with how your brain ticks instead of fighting it. Now drop a comment below telling me which brain hack you're going to try first. Oh, and one last thing. Just hit subscribe for more brain boosting hacks that just take minutes but can change everything. It's an easy and free way to support us and boost your brain power along the way. Until the next time, this is Wil Dieck wishing you only success. And remember, changing how you think is the first step toward changing what you do.